Good morning, boys. Today our topic is loop, how to use loop in C program. First, what is loop? When a task will be executed repeatedly number of times, that is called loop. Say for example, if we want to print 1 to 10, then in this set 1 to 10, start number is 1, last number is 10, and all the numbers are incremented by 1. So, if we write down x is equal to 1, x is equal to x plus 1. First time the value of x is 1, next time the value of x became 2. Next line 3. So, if we go for the output, so every time that will be incremented by 1. So, first time the output will be 1, second time the output will be 2, third time the output will be 3, and so on, the same process. Now, same process, how many lines is required? Total 10 lines are required. Now, if we want to go for more values 1 to 100, then we have to use the same procedure. That is a hectic process, lengthy process. To make it minimize, we have to introduce for loop. So, for loop is a example of loop. Total 3 types of loops are there. Number 1, total 3 kinds of loop. Number 1, for loop. Number 2, while loop. Number 3, do while loop. What is the purpose of the 3? All the loops purpose are the same, to repeated a task or a group of tasks. The most easiest use of the loop is the for loop. So, we will discuss today the for loop. Before starting for loop, certain things, certain concept is required, certain things we have to know. First thing is required, x is equal to x plus 1, we can write x plus plus, both are same reflections. So, we can write x is equal to x plus 1 or x plus plus. The same thing, if I want to go for subtraction, we can write x is equal to x minus 1, x minus minus. So, these are the things are required in for loop. That reason, just explain what is the use of x plus plus and what is the use of x minus minus. X plus plus means x, value of x will be incremented by 1. That means if we simplify the statement, x is equal to x plus 1. X minus minus, the same thing, x is equal to x minus 1. Only the operator has been changed, purpose are same, one is incremented, another is decremented. Increment x plus plus, decrement x minus minus. Any kind of loop, either for loop, while loop or do while loop, there are three constants are there. What are the three constants? Number one, initial value or starting value. Initial value or starting value means, for in case of 1 to 10, what is the starting value? Starting value is 1. So that is the starting value or initial value. Test expressions. Here two things are there. Loop, there are two types of loop. One is finite loop and another one is infinite loop. Now what is finite loop? What is infinite loop? Finite loop means when loop will be executed for a specific number of times, that is called finite loop. And when the loop has never to be ended, it will not to be stopped, continuous processing, continuous executions, then that is called infinite loop. So we can go for another classification. Two types of loops are there. One is finite loop, another is infinite loop. Now what is test expressions? Test expression determines the loop is either finite or infinite. I am coming later this point. And number three, increment oblique decrement. So these three things is the main points when you are doing any for loop program. Now first write down a small program, then we can discuss about all the three. Program is print 1 to 5. Print 1 to 5, that means first 5 natural numbers. Main function INTI, because when we are working with the loop, then a value should be starting value, that should be incremented. So one value is required. So that is the INTI. What type of data? Integer type of data. What is the name of the variable? I. For open bracket or open parenthesis, I is equal to 1 semicolon, that is the separator. So value of I is 1, that is the starting value, that is the initial value. I less than is equal to 5, I plus plus bracket close. I less than 5, less than is equal to 5, that is the test expression. Now how it works? When the value of I within the limit, that means it checks the expression, that is the expressions. It will check the expressions and it will execute till it is true. Till it is true. Then when it will be stopped when the test expression became false. Again I am repeating, the test expression is very much important. When the test expression became true, that means part of the loop body will be executed. When the expression is false, then it will coming out from the loop. And last one, is the increment. Here is the, according to this program, that is the increment. That means I plus plus means value of I will be incremented by 1. That is the increment or decrement. Total 3 things: 1, 2, 3. Separated by semicolon. At the end, semicolon is not required. Semicolon is not required. Open braces, because we have started the for loop. Now, in this program, just go for the dry test. Once you can understand the part, what is the concept of the for loop, you can do any sort of program. Try to understand this part. We will go for the another term used, that is called dry run. Dry run means what? Dry run means without using computer. If we go for the check for the output, if we want to finding out the output, that is called dry run. Because we have no computer right now, we will just go for the program line by line and go for the output, right? So INTI, that is a variable declaration, important, because I you have used within a program. That particular variable you have to define, you have to declare, as well as what type of it is, that is integer type, that is int. I is equal to 1. First time the value of I became 1. Printf percentage d I. When it will print 1. Next time check 1 less than is equal to 5, true. 1 less than is equal to 5, true. 1 plus plus, 1 plus plus means 2. Next line, printf percentage di, 2 will be print. Again check the expression, sir, I is equal to 1, that is only once. Yes, because that is only the initial value. So it will work only for once. Next time after 2, the value incremented 3. 3 less than is equal to 5. Yes, that is also true. Printf, 3 will be printed. Next time I plus plus, value of I became 4. 4 less than is equal to 5, again true. Printf, 4 will be print. Next time 5. Now here 5 less than is equal to 5, it is true, because less than is equal to is there. So 5 less than is equal to 5, that is true. 5 will be print. Next time the value of I became 6. 6 less than is equal to 5, false. When it is false, it will come. Control comes here. That means it will print 1 to 5. When it is 6, value of I became 6, then it will come out from the loop. Now here maybe confusions can be raised. This place. So initial value or starting value, test expressions, increment or decrement. These 3 things should be remembered. You should sit on your mind this thing: initial value, test expressions, increment, decrement. These 3 things are required for every loop, either for loop, while loop, do while loop, all the cases, but their representation will be different. In case of for loop, we can write all the 3 in single line, and that creates the advantage, and that reason this loop are used almost every cases. A few cases where for loop doesn't work, that moment we can go for while loop and do while loop. But in normal programs, for loop is better choice contrast to while loop and do while loop. Now test expressions, I want to go for certain points I have to discuss. Again, I am repeating all the things. That will be discussed earlier. Again, I am discussing mathematical operator total, plus for addition, minus for subtractions, asterisk for multiplications, front slash for divisions, percentage for modulus. So these 5 set of mathematical operators are there. Whatever you want to make calculation based on any one from the 5, or if it is required all the 5 calculations or mathematical operator we can use. Lot of operators in C programming, but today mathematical operator, first I am giving the list of mathematical operator. Second, relational operator, greater than equal to, less than equal to, and last one is not equal to. Total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I am giving example how it works for every cases. Now, assuming number 5, what are the use of the operator, how it is used, and what will be the output. When you are using any conditional relational operator or conditional operator you can say, but the technical term is relational operator, greater than 5, it will return either true or false. This true and false, that is the data type. Remember one more point, that is the Boolean type of data. Boolean means either true or false. In Boolean algebra, we will discuss that 0 that means off, 1 that means on. So when we are using any conditions, then the output either true or false. 5 greater than 5, false. 5 greater than is equal to 5, true. That is not, I am not giving anything like that. I can just saying that 5 greater than 5 false, that is in false, not that. You just check it out. Remember on your, ask yourself that is it 5 greater than 5? Answer is no. That reason represent, we cannot represent by no, we can represent by false. 5 greater than is equal to, greater than is equal to 5. Two operators are combined, greater than and equal to. Greater than, that is false, but equal to is there, that reason this is true. Again 5 less than 5, false. 5 less than is equal to 5, true. 5 is equal to 5, true. Sir, why it is equal to? Because when we have to check two numbers equal to, we have to check both the numbers are equal or not, then we have to give is equal to. When is equal to is required? Only is equal to when we want to initialize any value. For example, x is equal to 5. That means the value of x is 5. Condition if, because when we are giving the condition, if statement is required. We discussed in early class that how to use the if statement, that a conditional statement, branching you can say, lot of words are there. If x is equal to y, certain things to be print. Now x and y has some value. This value we have to check, and then based on condition it will print whatever the program's requirement, that will be print. 5 not equal to 5, that is false. So these are the relational operator set: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Total 6 set of operators used as a relational operator, and that is the use or symbol used, and that is the output what computer or compiler thinks about. Instead of Boolean format, either true or false, that is the result. Now, what I am talking about, I have to discuss the is equal to. Maybe there may be some problems. Declare two data type, two variable x and y, type is int. Printf, enter first number. Scanf, accepting the number from user, scanf %d ampersand x. Printf, enter second number, scanf %d ampersand y. Ampersand is for address of the variable, and %d defined, that is the integer type of data to the compiler. Here is the condition: if x is equal to y, now user enter the value. Say for example, user enter value, x value is 10 and y value is 10. X is equal to y. 10 is equal to 10. True. Printf, both are equal. That message will be come up. Change the input. Value of x is 10. Value of y is 20. 10 is equal to 20. False. That means else part. What message? Printf, both are unequal. That means these two numbers are not unequal. Just go for the last one, last point, branching. After if, braces, curly braces open, braces close. After else, again braces, braces close. This brace for closing brace, that is for main program. So these are the use of is equal to. That is the, what is the purpose of is equal to operator? That is the use of is equal to within a program. last program, that is the 5 to 1. 5 to 1. Display the value 5 to 1. The first program 1 to 5. This program 5 to 1. Main int n. I can give any variable name, that is n. For n is equal to, now what is the starting value? 5. 5. N greater than is equal to 1, because my last value is 1. N minus minus. N is equal to 5. First value is 5. Print a percentage d backslash n, that is n. What is n for? New line feed, that is in backslash n. What happened? The first program print the number 1 to 5 horizontally, this way, and here when you give the backslash n, print the output in vertical order. Now n is equal to 5, 5 will be print. Next time 5 minus minus 4, 4 greater than is equal to 1. 4 greater than is equal to 1, true. 4 is greater than is equal to 1, that is true. So 4 will be print. Next time decrement means n minus 1. What is the value? 4. What is the new value? 3. 3 greater than is equal to 1, true. 3 will be print. Next time the value of n decremented by again 1, that means from 3 to 2. 2 greater than is equal to 1, again true. 2 will be print. Next 2 minus 1, 1. 1 greater than is equal to 1, again true. 1 greater than is equal to 1. Now if I do not give the is equal to symbol, 1 greater than 1, false. It will come out from the loop. Your output will be 5, 4, 3, 2. But if you put greater than is equal to 1, that means 1 greater than is equal to 1, true. Then it will print. 1 will be print. Next time 0. 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. N minus minus is there. 0 greater than is equal to 1, false. It will come out from the loop. So that is the another use of for loop. First one is increment, this one is decrement. Check it out. First one, operator less than is equal to, here greater than is equal to. Sir, that is fundamental fixed. No, greater than is equal to, greater than is equal to, less than is equal to. That is depend upon loop. When you print incremented 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that means less than or less than is equal to. When you want to print reverse format 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, that time greater than or greater than is equal to. Remember that time also be decremented. Now certain changes, plus plus understand, minus minus understand. Now I want to write down one more program to 4, 6, 8, 10. That means what? First 5 even numbers, or print all the even numbers from 1 to 10. Different format, different approach, but the concept are same. We want to print the all the even numbers from 1 to 10. I will go for the same variable. Now, where the for loop to be changed. So, I can erase this part only. Now, you can do it independently. That is my output. If you want to visualize the program output and what will be the program input, or what will be the program, or how to write down the program, that is better approach. That is one concept, programming and logic technique. Means a program consists of certain functions, certain tools like conditional statement, branching, loop statement, for loop. After that, lot of things are there. These are the tools to solve a problem using any programming language, not only C. It can be C, it can be C++, it can be Java, it can be Python, whatever it may be. Where will be the difference? Difference is programming output, input output statement might be changed, but almost every cases operators are same. Mathematical operator concern, relational operator concern, after that logical operator is also there. Almost all are same. Approach will be different. Programming format will be same. Where to be changed? Programming statement. Printf, scanf. In case of C++, that is what? Cout and cin. Like, so these are the programming tools, you can say. That is the tools where you have to implement, and you have to think once more how to get the output. That is much more important. Here again go for the another program, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. My output is like that. What is the first value? 2. Till 10. Excuse me. N less than is equal to 10. Now take care about this statement. N is equal to n plus 2. That means incremented by 2. That means from that point, and contrast to the previous program, you can understand, if we increment by 1 or decremented by 1, we can write x plus plus, x minus minus, or whatever the variable name is. Either x or n or I, that is a different issue. That is declare of variable. What variable you have declared, the same thing will be implemented. But when you want to increment or decrement except 1, then you have to write down the full statement, whatever we have written at the beginning. Again, I am giving the format. This thing is only incremented by 1, but if you increment some other value, we have to use this statement, and we can change what value we want to increment. That can be either 2, that can be either 3, that can be 5, that can be any number. And the same thing applied for the minus also. So, n is equal to n plus 2, that means the value of incremented by 2. So, first time that is initialization 2, 2 will be print 2, 2 less than is equal to 10, true, n is equal to n plus 2. Previous value was 2, now it is 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. So, printf percentage d backslash n, that means value of n is 4 right now, 4. 4 less than is equal to 10, then here 4 plus 2 is equal to 6. 6 will be print, 6. Next time 6 less than is equal to 10, again true, 8. 8 will be print, Here is the 8. 8 less than is equal to 10. True. 8 plus 2, 10. 10 will be print. 10 less than is equal to 10. 10 plus 2, 12. When it is value of 12, then it will test the condition is false. That means 12 less than is equal to 10. That is false. It will come out from the loop. Control comes here. How do I know control comes here? That is a simple one thing you can do. So you can write down one particular statement, printf end. So end will be print at the last. So that is the use of the different types of loop. One is incremented by 1, then it is decremented by 1, and that is for the print all the even numbers. The same thing we can do in any program. How many programs can be formed by using for loop? Lot of programs. For example, write a program to print the table of any number. Table means I want to go for only output. Means if user enter 5, then we will get the output of table of 5. Not in the table format, only 5, 10, 15, 20, up to 50. This thing can be possible, as well as table format is also possible. How to do it? So when we want to go for table of any number, then we require two variable. Why? One is for the for loop variable. When for loop is required, one variable is required, whatever the name it is. Another is for storing the number. Means when user enter the value that I want to get the table of 7. So 7 will be stored in certain variable. That is one. Another is for loop. Total two variables are there required. So main n comma I. N is the number, I is the loop variable. N is equal to number, I is equal to 1, I is equal to loop variable. Printf enter number. Scanf percentage d ampersand n. So number has been stored in the variable n. For I is equal to 1, I less than is equal to 10, I plus plus. That is clear, because we have to multiply 5 into 1, 5 for example, 5 into 1, that is 5 supposed to be stored into n variable. Printf percentage d n into I. So n value supposed to be 5, 5 into 1, 5 will be print, 5 into 2, 10, 5 into 3, 15, this way up to 5 into 10, 50. So that is the output. For loop is there close, main close here. Today up to this for loop. Next class we will go for the another while loop or do while loop like that. Thank you very much.